For the next page in your book, you're going to be creating what we call like a Dr. Seuss type of drawing. So it looks like these sort of wave, and it's also experiment in using shading using color. And the way that you start this is, again, you can use a regular pencil or one of the ebony pencils that are in there. I'm going to make at least 3 lines. You could do more than that, but you should have at least 3 to make the illusion work. And also, the more sort of wavy the lines are, the better that the illusion is created. All right, so I'm going to do at least 3 lines going across these sort of wavy lines. I'm going to add a 4th one over here. All right. And now I'm going to start doing the curves around these shapes. So I'm going to imagine that these are rounded shapes going around. So what I'm going to do is start down here at the bottom, in the bottom left. I'm going to make like an archway like this, an arch going like that from one side to the other, to the edge of the paper. So from where I made the line, again, arching over and then down, arching over and down, arching over and down, arching over and down. Okay, all the way across on that one, arching over and down. You'll see that in areas where it gets closer together, you could make these closer together as well. It'll add to the illusion. Now I have them all arching this way. Now I'm going to turn the paper and I'm going to have them arching in the opposite direction. So again, arching. Also, these lines right here, they do not have to match up. You do not need to, actually it's better if they don't match up. So whenever the lines get farther apart, I'm going to make these farther apart. Notice that they are arching now in the opposite direction. And that these lines inside of here, they do not need to match up. It's better if they don't. It's better for the illusion of the movement. And they're arching all the way up here. And they can go off the page, come back on. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way and then do the same thing. So I'm going to start at this area where it's sort of a tighter area, making the lines closer. And then when it sort of bulges out here, I'm making the lines farther apart. Notice I'm arching them in the opposite direction. All the way down. And you're going to keep doing that each way. It changes direction until you have this. And again, yours might be more wavy, it might be less wavy. And now I'm going to start to add the color. And so to do that, to create this illusion that it's rounded, I'm going to start by adding white to the center part. So I'm adding white into the center area. Not too dark right now. I'm not pressing really, really hard. I'm just going to add just a little bit of white. As it gets thinner, I'll make these thinner. Okay. So each section, it's kind of its own section. And you'll notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to use opposite colors. So I'm using yellow and purple, and I'm using the orange for some of the shadow in the yellow, and I'm using this dark blue for some of the shadow in the purple. And so you can see this is what you really want to use, colors when you're doing the stripes, colors that are opposites, complementary colors, or like a light and a dark color. That's the best way to create this illusion that it's a rounded, sort of shiny object. So I'm going to start over here, and then on either side of the white, so again, I'm going to start with the yellow, and I'm going to go all the way to the edge there, starting with the yellow. Now, remember to skip one. You skip it because I'm going to be doing it striped. So I'm going to skip it, do a little bit of yellow, a little bit of yellow, skip one, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of yellow, skip one. So by skipping one, make sure you remember to skip as you go. Then I'm going to go in and start adding some of the shadows. So the shadow is going to be right here where the edge is. And right here where this edge, right where it meets the edge, that's where the shadow is going to be. Okay. Right there at the edge, that's where the shadow is going to be, where these two join together. Right? Now I can go back with the yellow and go back over this, and now I'm pressing down a lot harder to sort of blend these together. And that's how you blend together with color pencils. All right, and I can go back with the white if I want to make that really shiny, and now I'm pressing down harder. And again, I'm blending into the yellow, pressing down harder, blending in. And that'll give it that shiny looking effect. Now I'm going to go in and start doing the purple, because remember, those are the opposite sides. And I'm going to put the lighter purple in here first, all the way to the edge. Again, I'm not pressing down really hard right here, so I can able to add more color to it. Okay, I'm going in there, adding more purple. And then I'm going to take the darker purple or even dark blue. That's going to be my shadow area back down in here. So just right on the line there. I'm not just adding just a little bit right on the line as a shadow. A little bit there on the line. A little bit. Then I'm going to go back with that purple again. And now I'm pressing harder and sort of blending it together. Blending them together. And this will give you the illusion that it is a rounded shape. I'm going to go back in here with the white and pressing down harder to give it more of a shiny appearance. Right? So again, this will give that illusion that these are rounded. Now, when I do the next ones, I'm going to use two different colors for the stripes over here, two different colors for the stripes here. Here's one that's in process where I'm going in and adding that white in the center and making that illusion that it's a rounded shapes, all right? And here's one that is complete. So this will be the next page in your book after the 1-point perspective drawings.